Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, my lord.
Can I establish whether everyone has joined in the meeting just before we start formally? Only see Mr. West and Mr. Skelton. Is there anyone else? Hello?
My lord, it's Ivana Bands here. I'm not sure if you can hear me.
I can hear you, but I can't see you, Ivana.
My lord, I'm trying desperately with my computer here. I've had some technical issues since 8:30. I'm trying to now connect on my phone so that you can get a better view of me. I'm not sure why the camera's not working.
Okay. I can also see Mr. Dai, and I also see, I'm not sure who's this other one person.
My lord, good morning. Apologies for joining late. My name is Peter Allenson from DTS Attorneys.
Thank you. I also see you, Mr. Allison. Is there anyone else? We are about to start then the motion court, and just for the court rules, unmute your mic or mute your mic unless it's your turn to speak. Are we all together?
Yes, my lord.
Let's call the first matter.
of 2008 P. van Rensburg versus Cancel Medler.
This is and I shall read as follows. I accordingly make the following order. 1. The special plea is dismissed. 2. The defendant is to pay the plaintiff's cost. I hand down the judgment.
Point number 1, motion for roll case number 3.
Matter number 1 on the roll, double properties. Anyone for that?
As it please, my lord, I'm here on behalf of the applicant in this matter, Mr. Peter Allenson.
Yes, Mr. Allison. Postponed on the roll to extend it in the same.
Pardon, my lord, I couldn't quite hear you there.
There is a letter in my file that says that the matter will be postponed and the roll to extend it.
My lord, as it pleases, yes, I did also send a draft email yesterday afternoon with the draft order. And
It didn't
I'm not
reach
sure if
my chambers. No, I haven't received it.
My lord, then, yes, I would request, please, that the rule nisi be extended to allow for service as per the prior order granted by the Honourable Deputy Judge President van Sale until the 26th of May 2020, as per, and also that the applicant then give effect to the service of the order on the interested parties mentioned in paragraph 2 of the initial rule nisi granted by hand or registered mail. Sorry, my lord, I couldn't hear you there.
And
My lord, I'm dreadfully sorry, but I couldn't actually hear any of that.
Can you hear me now?
You said. Yes, I can hear you, my lord.
I'm asking that you are asking for an order extending the rule nisi to the 26th of May 2020, and that that order be served on the interested parties.
Correct, by hand or registered mail, as per the prior order, my lord.
Thank you. I make such an order. The rule nisi is extended to the 26th of May 2020 to the applicant is given if to effect service of this order on the said interested parties by hand or registered mail. And the cost?
There be no orders to cost, my lord.
There is no orders to cost. Thank you, Mr. Alvin.
Thank you, Master. As a court pleases, thank you.
9/10/2020, West versus Commissioner of Postponement.
Anyone for this matter?
Good morning, my lord. I confirm my appearance on behalf of the applicant.
Yes, Mr. West. I've received an
Thanks.
email yesterday. I received an email yesterday stating that you will move for a postponement in order to effect service.
That is correct, my lord. And if we go back to the original hearing of the matter, my lord set this down on my lord's roll. So that's why we said we'll extend it to a suitable date that my lord can allocate.
Can we extend the rule NISA to the 17th of June? That's the next date when I will be doing motion court.
That's all in order with the applicant, my lord.
The rule NISA is extended to the 17th of June 2020. There's no order as to cost.
Okay. My lord, if I may, I think in that letter we outlined the difficulties of serving the papers on the first respondent.
Yes, I've seen that.
Their offices were still closed. We've had no response whatsoever from the head office or from the regional office where we are bound to serve papers. So we are a little bit in the dark of how do we affect the service.
Hopefully, Mr. West, by then the lockdown will have been eased. At least it gives us more than a month from now to the 17th of June.
Indeed, my lord.
Thank you.
We're happy with the order. Thank you, my lord.
Thank you, Mr. West.
Calling is number 3.
Matter of Van Phelan plus 17 others versus Watson. Mr. Dyke.
Yes, may I please, my lord, I appear on behalf of the applicants in this matter. My lord, there's certain difficulties with the matter, as you're well aware, not least of which is that your content of your file is apparently empty.
Yes, it is, Mr. Dyke. I've indicated all what I have is just a notice of motion and a letter from BBF attorneys stating that the matters agreement is postponed to today. That's all what I have in the file.
My lord, my attorney asks me just to place on record that when they handed the file in, the file was in order and a second copy of the papers was in fact emailed to the general office. But be that as it may, the papers aren't in order and we're still struggling with the master's office. So in the circumstances, can we postpone for 1 week to the 12th?
To which date is it, Mr. Dyke?
It will be the 12th, 1 week from today, my lord. And the cost simply to be costs in the winding up. The sequestration, should I say.
Thank you, Mr. Dyke. The matter is postponed to the 12th of May 2020, cost to be cost in the sequestration.
Thank you, my lord. As your lordship pleases.
Thank you, Mr. Dyke.
Number 1098.
This is the matter of Nkentele Siabulela versus Road Accident Fund. Any appearance for this one, Mr. Skelton?
As the court pleases, my lord, I confirm I appear on behalf of the applicant in this matter. Lord, this matter was postponed from last week from your Judge Corson's role, Brother Judge Corson. He had indicated that the report of the curator ad litem was not in the file and you were to file that electronically. I did send that through and it was confirmed to me that report had been placed in the file.
I did receive it, Mr. Skelton. What order are you asking for the? Also, there's a copy of the draft order appointing.
It is correct, my lord. I sent a draft order through.
Yes.
If your lord is satisfied with the paper, then I would pray for an order in terms of the draft order. If the draft order has not been put in the file, I would then pray for orders or.
I've got the draft order, Mr. I'll make
You
an
got the draft?
Yes, I've got the draft order. I'll make an order in terms of the draft order marked X.
As the court pleases, my lord.
Thank you, Mr. Skelton. Yes, Miss Pence. Miss Pence. Hello, Miss Pence.
My lord, can you hear me?
Yes. Can I also indicate, Ms. Pence, that the respondent is also here in court, and you will know that these type of matters during this period are normally postponed because sometimes it's difficult for the respondents to attend to court. Fortunately, the respondent in this matter falls within the essential service, and he happens to be here in court.
That is very good news, my lord. My instructions are to postpone the matter, my lord. I'm not sure why it wasn't postponed before the motion court meeting, but be that as it may, my instructions were received this morning to postpone the matter to the 7th of June with costs reserved, my lord. The 2nd of June.
Second,
The 2nd of June.
can I just explain it to the respondent that this case will be postponed to the 2nd of June? And the cost, Ms. Spence, cost reserved.
Costs reserved, my lord.
I'm just going to try and establish from the respondent that he understands the order.
Thank you, my lord.
Did you hear that the matter will be postponed to the 2nd of June 2020, same time in this court with the cost reserved? No one is paying costs at this time. The issue of cost will be determined later. Thank you, Ms. Benz. I've explained it to the respondent. He understands
As the court
that the
pleases,
matter will be
my lord.
postponed to the 2nd of June.
As the court pleases.
Thank you, Ms. Benz. Any appearance on this one? Any appearance in respect of this matter? I was informed that Advocate White will be appearing. Any appearance? Matter is struck off the roll. Yes, Kelton, I was told you are appearing on this matter.
I beg your pardon. What matter is that, my lord? We can't hear you.
Linda Hayes.
As the court pleases, my lord. Sorry, I couldn't hear. My lord, there are three people involved in this matter. It's actually Advocate Dyke, myself, and Advocate Dyer. We have, however, agreed that the matters be to be postponed sine die, with costs to be reserved. I'm sure that Advocate Dyer will confirm it.
Mr. Dyer? Mr. Dyer? Mr. Dyer, unmute your mic. Mr. Dyer? I still can't hear you, Mr. Dyer. I can see Mr. Dyke. Mr. Dyke, I also understand you're involved in the matter.
Yes, my lord. It appears that Mr. Dyer is agreeing with your lordship and giving you a thumbs up. Apparently, he can't speak.
We will move with times when it comes to technology.
We have, my lord, technologically challenged, so sign language will have to do.
Yes. The matter is postponed in the DA cost reserve.
As your lordship pleases.
Thank you. Ms. Bronwell, I was told you were involved in this matter. Ms. Bronwell? I can't hear you, Ms. Bronwell, as well. I can see you.
Lord, it appears as though her mic is muted. I can see from my side that there's a red line through hers and through Dyer's mics. They both need to unmute their microphones.
Yeah. Yes, she has unmuted the mic now.
Yeah, she's done it now.
Yes.
May I please you, my lord?
Yes, thank you, Ms.
My lord, I appear for the first and second applicants in matter number 8.
Yes.
My lord, it's an application for the appointment of a curator ad litem to a minor child.
Yes.
My lord, there is no opposition, and the only interested party being the child's maternal grandmother has passed away.
Yes.
My lord, I accordingly then move for an order in terms of phrase A and B of the notice of motion.
Give me a minute. That would be an order appointing the curator and give me a second. I grant, yes, Miss Bronwyn, I grant an order in terms of paragraph A and B of the notice of motion.
As the court pleases.
Thank you. Ms. Benz, I understand this is your matter, the matter of Janti Holdings. You've also muted your mic. Can you unmute it? Yes.
Apologies, my lord. Yes, sorry, my lord. I didn't hear the matter being called. I wasn't aware whether it was going to be called now or later.
Yes. I understand you want the matter to be postponed.
Indeed, so my lord. My lord, that's going to be a postponement to the 7th of July.
And
My lord, and the rule is going to be extended accordingly.
the costs, are there any? No order is to cost.
My lord, no order. I don't have an instruction in respect of costs, just that the rule be extended for a period of 2 months.
Thank you, Ms. Benz. The rule NISA is extended to the 7th of July 2020. What was the second order?
That the rule needs to be extended.
Yeah.
My lord, might we reserve the issue of costs?
And cost is reserved.
As the court pleases, my lord.
Did you get the order? The rule NISA is extended to the 7th of July, cost reserved.
As the court pleases, my lord.
Thank you, Ms. Ben. I see Mr. White is back. The matter was struck off the roll. We're now recalling matter number 6. Mr. White.
Please, the court, my lord. I apologize for, I was hanging around in the Microsoft Teams waiting room, but then Ms. Westerdale was kind enough to point out there was an email which pointed me to the Cisco WebEx meeting, which I've now joined. My apologies for the delay in that matter. I am here for the applicant in matter number 6. This is an application in terms of Rule 46A. It's a return date. The previous hearing, the respondents appeared in person and wished to oppose the matter.
Yes.
Given the directives as to matters of this nature, my lord, my instructions are that this matter be postponed for a period of 4 weeks. That is to the 2nd of June, with costly costs in the court.
I grant such an order postponing the matter to the 2nd of June 2020, cost to be cost in the cause.
As the court pleases, my lord.
That brings us to the end of this motion, Court. Court adjourned.